Hello, everyone. Today I want to talk about this artist whose work you've probably seen before. And even if you don't know his name, we're gonna get to know more about his art and dive into the world of Michael Schwab. He is this very talented graphic designer and illustrator from America. He is very, um, I would say he's an expert at this style called the Pacific Wave, which is the style that came out in San Francisco, which is all about using bold colors, silhouettes, and just keeping things very simple. His main thing is taking something complex and making it look so clean and just iconic. We're gonna take a look at how he got started, his work, his most famous work, and why he's still so important in the design world. So here's like the story about his life. Michael Schwab was born in 1952 in Oklahoma. He got into art really young and got inspiration from psychedelic posters from the 60s. He went to a few different art schools, and he did get his graphic design degree after going to four different schools. Then in 1975, he moved to San Francisco, which was what made his career famous. He when he moved to San Francisco, he realized that the city was full of creative energy, which he ended up being part of this group of designers called the Michaels, who all started a new style of graphic art. Um, What's really interesting about him is that he's a little old school. So before he starts a project, he designs with pencil and paper, drawing everything by hand before he even digitalizes it. So I think that's why his work looks so clean and unique. So now we're gonna take a look at some of his work. He has done a few collaborations with different brands. As we can see, his style is a mix of strong lines, flat colors, and the use of empty space, negative space. Um, his art doesn't just show you one thing. I think it just symbolizes a lot of different things, and um, you can tell that his work looks very clean and professional and cohesive. I think that's why he's worked with a lot of major brands and companies that we know of. I was taking a look at the Pete's Coffee and Tea, and I really liked how most of his work is cohesive. They have the same bold letters. He's using negative space. The colors, for most of them, I've noticed they're a little muted or he uses almost the same palette for most of them. Um, but I feel like his work is one of there's a style and art that I'm not quite sure what the name of is, but it's kind of like cutting up paper and making art out of it, and that's what his work reminds me of. So I wonder if that's what they were inspired from. He has a lot of famous posters that or made him famous overall. Let me go to the next slide. This is the most of his famous work. It was Alcatraz, and then this poster as well. Um, he has done also the Golden Gate one was another one that was very famous of his, and those designs give the same clean look that clients look for. He's also done some other stuff for operas, music, even famous people. His art is so iconic that you can even find it in different places like museums in San Francisco, even in London, you can see his work displayed. This is another one of his collaborations that he did with Amrak. It was one of his most populars as well, and I just want to add it on there because I know most of his work is more simple. But I thought this one had a lot of colors and it still had that clean look, but it just had more color, more things in the poster, but it still looked cohesive to his style. I think his art clicks with people a lot because it feels like a break from all the visual chaos that we usually see in social media or just overall branding